Good afternoon, friends. I'm sorry I didn't record yesterday. I've not been feeling very well, and yesterday I just did not have the energy to do it. Well, I didn't have the energy to do anything really, so I thought there's no point in sharing my nothingness. But yeah, I'm not feeling great today either, but I've had a bit more of a quiet day. And last night I did manage to get Ivy's Christmas mitts finished. And so I thought, I've done quite a lot of gift knitting, I'm going to do something completely selfish. And so I decided to cast on some scrappy Christmas socks. I didn't want to knit anything in the same size as I've done the last two pairs of mitts, just to give my hands a bit of a change. So I thought I will do socks, and this is something that's been in the back of my mind for a while. So I cast these on this morning, and I've been working on and off on them. And this is a one-off Greenlambkin yarn colour. This was another hand dyer, but I can't remember who that was, and that was the Sugar Plum Fairy Greenlambkin from last year, and that first and third one are both sparkly, but I don't think you can see it much in this light. So I've got a big bag here full of loads of different scraps, which I think are Christmassy, and this is one that I'm going to put in next. And I'm just going to go and have a little dig through the rest of the scrappy yarn supplies that I've got, and have a look and see if there are any more that I might like to include in them as well. So I'll come back in a bit and I'll lay all of them out and show you all of the options. They're not going to be identical ones. In fact, I might have some, like this one for instance, I might not have enough. I'm doing 10 rounds of each colour, and I might not have enough of that green, say, to put in the other one, so I might use something completely different in the other one, but we'll see. But yes, that's what I'm up to now, and the children will be home soon, but my in-laws are bringing them home today, so I don't have to turn out and get them, which makes a nice change. So I'm going to go and do a couple of little jobs now, and I'll talk to you again in a little while. Bye! Hello again, it's bedtime. I really have had a very slow and difficult day again today, so I'm sorry this is all the content I've managed to record, but hopefully I'll get some more tomorrow and we can squad it together. I just thought you might like to see, I know it's rubbish lighting, but I wanted to show you that this is the progress I've made on the scrappy Christmas socks. And honestly, I've never known a sock knit itself so fast in my life. Scrappy socks are the way forward. I'm so enjoying every time I come to a new colour, choosing what's going to go in next. And I think that's what's spurring me on, just to get the 10 rows done so I can get to the next one. And then, oh, what am I going to put next? Oh, what's going to go next? So yes, that's that. And this Christmassy stitch marker was I had for sale last Christmas and the Christmas before, and my wonderful friend Nick, who is Forever Fairies on Etsy, made the Fimo hollies for me, and I just made them into the progress keepers, and I absolutely love using this on my Christmas project. Ooh, excuse me. Anywho, I'm going to say night for tonight, and I'll speak to you in the morning. Bye. Well, good afternoon, friends. It's lovely to speak to you again. I'm sorry I've not been very present over the last couple of days. I've been having a bit of a rough old time of it. Spent a lot of time here in this corner, in my little knitting corner, just resting and trying to generally do as little as possible. So it's not really been worth recording very much. I did record some yesterday, which you will have seen because I'll amalgamate it with this video. So yes, the one thing I have been doing is I've been working on my scrappy Christmas sock. I only cast this on yesterday morning. I don't think I've ever known a sock grow so quickly. I think it's just the continual excitement of which colour you're going to put in next. Are you going to say hello to Bramble? Hey, hello, Bramble. What do you think of the sock? You like it? You kiss it, do you? Ah, lovely kitten. So yeah, I am really enjoying that. It's at the same time mindless but interesting, because you're just chugging round the rounds, but I'm so excited to get to the next colour, and I'm trying to do it so I get a sparkly and then a non-sparkle and then a sparkly and then a non-sparkle. Not that you can really tell very well. I think you can see the sparkle in that pink. And now I'm putting some of the West Yorkshire Spinners Hollyberry in there. So yeah, that's that. But I'm going to try and prise myself out of this chair, do a bit of something productive in the kitchen. I've just picked a spot which is bleeding horribly on my chin. Pleasant, eh? But yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do now, and try and think of something a bit creative that I can record some of, so that there's some kind of interest in this here vlog. Anyway, I'll go and have a think about that and do a bit of tidying up now, and I will come back to you shortly. Here again, I just remembered that yesterday when I was showing you the start of this project, I said I would lay out all the minis and let you see all of the different options I've got. Now I think there are more in my collection which would suit the project as well, but these are just ones that immediately took my fancy. So there's loads of different commercial hand-dyed, a few of them I'm not sure whether they've, excuse me, I've got hiccups whether they've got nylon in them or not, like this one for instance. So if I do use that one, I would have to make sure I put that in the leg rather than the foot. But yeah, these are some that have been sent to me in swaps. This, I found this unexpectedly and I'm really hoping I've got enough to do it. This is my vintage shinies. Do you know, it took me a while to remember. This was the first colourway I ever made, and it's meant to be vintage Christmas decorations on a Christmas tree with all the multicoloured lights, and I'm just hoping I've got enough left there, otherwise I'll have to dye another skein. But that would be okay because I'd like a pair of socks made just out of that anyway. So yes, more pinks, so lots of different types of green. Some pink and greeny blends. That one's my Shuntleys, which is another Christmas sock yarn of mine. That one's the Sugar Plum Fairy that I've already put in. That one I've just put in. That was just that's the mini from the Halloween feast, and then that's the what's it called? Peachy Keen Jelly Bean. My words today, folks. I'm sorry. This was another mini that was sent to me. Some of these are Christmassy yarns, some of them not so much, but they fall into my remit of Christmas. I think that's another one that's got no nylon in it. That's another one that's just come in a swap not long ago, and this is so delicate and beautiful. That one is come back, Witch Fibre from the Flower Fairies collection. I love Witch Fibre Company. So yeah, you can see that that's quite a broad colour base of what I consider to be Christmas, and actually I would add more in there. I'd like more purple, but yeah, all sorts of colours say Christmas to me, but I just fancied this little selection in this particular pair of socks. I can see more than this in my more than the one pair in my future. I'm already thinking, well, now I need to do Halloween ones too, don't I? So yes, I've got some more work to do there I think, but there you go. That's the Christmas socks so far. And I just thought of something else I could show you that's related to Christmas minis. I'm doing the Luli Christmas Advent mini swap this year, and I have got my first quarter parcels and my second quarter parcels already in here, and my third quarter parcels are on their way now. My first ones came from the UK. I believe they came from Ireland. I'm just trying to remember which island, so that I don't say this wrong. Maybe Northern Ireland actually, but I'll double check that and I'll clarify that because I don't want to get my information wrong. But it was definitely one of the islands, and then this one came from America. This one now, and then the ones that are in the post at the moment are coming from New Zealand, and I've said every time I would like, you know, this area, or post to America and things like that. So I think for the last one, I'm going to say Europe, and then it will be I will have exciting minis to open from all over the world, and I'm so excited about that. And this is a basket which my sister and brother-in-law and their 2 boys gave us all a basket full of goodies that were made with fruits and veg from their own garden last Christmas, which was amazing. There was plum jam, plum and pork conserve. I've still got some of the Chinese style plum sauce, and I used some the other day, which was absolutely delicious. But I've repurposed it for keeping these in, and I've just this ribbon came from, it might have come from something else that came with these minis, I can't quite remember now. Anyway, I've just wound it around the handle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to blatantly steal an idea from the wonderful Cherie from Ollie and Belly podcast when she was doing her Vlogmases last year. She had a basket and she wound some garland all around here, and I was thinking, rather than, I might wind some bought garland, but I was thinking I might actually crochet a few sets of holly berries and leaves and put them on here, so just to make it a little bit more festive. But yeah, I really liked how that looked, and I thought I want to do that to my basket now. So yes, I'm really excited about this, and I'm leaving it out so that when I come into my dining room, I spot it there and I get all excited about all these lovely little parcels that I get to open come December. So I'm going to pop upstairs now, and I'm going to show you the finished mitts, because I guess they'll be dry by now. So see you in a minute. So here they are, hiding in my secret blocking spot. I've got one of these big underbed boxes from IKEA, and I keep quite a lot of gifty things that I collect through the year under here. I also have a towel and a set of pins just sitting on top all year round, and then if I make anything for a small thing for a gift, I can happily block it underneath here, and nobody will see. And the only reason I blocked these was that I just wanted to pin down these picot edges a little bit because they were flipping up slightly. So yes, that's what I've done with those. So I'll get them off and have another look at them. That's achieved the desired outcome. I'm very happy with how that's lying now. So yes, I am very pleased with those. And that's another thing I can tick off the list as complete, and another thing that can go into the sneaky underbed box, which I suspect isn't going to be able to live under the bed for very much longer because I'm guessing somebody's probably going to discover it soon. But it'll be okay as long as I don't put any of the kids' presents in there. So there you go. Ooh, Yarny close-up. Here's a little thing. Back in March, my mum and I went to Chatsworth Garden Centre and bought, just around my birthday, just before my birthday I think, and I bought 2 of these African violets, this one and then a lighter pink one, and they were both on the reduced section because they were not very healthy plants. They'd gone over a little bit, but I bought them home. I think I paid £1 each for them, or £1 and £1.50 or something. And this is one of them. It's been on my London windowsill ever since, in this pretty pot that I got for it. And do you know, it has absolutely romped on. The flowers couldn't be more beautiful if they tried. I absolutely adore this colour of magenta purple, and the very, very, very bright yellow centres are just so vivid. The other one has pink flowers, like a sort of a bubblegummy pink, and they haven't been quite as good. However, I recently gave them both a good feed with some baby bio plant food, and I think that the flowers in the kitchen, on the pink one in the kitchen, are starting to improve. They don't seem to grow up as high as these, and they've been a little bit sort of curled, almost as though they've not properly developed. But I'll show you that one in a bit. So here's the one that's got the pink flowers on. They are very pretty, but I think they're like a double actually. Some of them, as you can see here, they just don't seem to want to have fully formed properly. But it's still getting lots of healthy new growth and things coming on it, and more buds. So I'm just going to keep watering it and keep feeding it, and hopefully it will revive a little bit more and come to its full potential. There you go. Goodness me. Do you think I might be enjoying my scrappy Christmas sock just a little bit? I think I am. Yes, I wish I knew why it had taken me so long to get to it in the first place, but hey ho, there you go. At least I'm doing it now. So this is me signing off for the night because I am tired. It's not very late, but I'm exhausted, so I'm just going to put 1 or 2 more rounds on this while I drink my nice evening tea, and I'm going to get my head down. But I've enjoyed vlogging today, so hopefully now it's the weekend we might have something a bit different to show you. So let's watch this space, and hopefully I'll talk to you over the weekend. Okay, night night.